Everybody, Josh here with the Mercedes Swap Shop. Today I'm here to talk to you about some of the things that I do, some of the services that I offer, and I figured that we could start with looking at this Chrysler Crossfire 2004, and I did a M113 E50, the SL500 engine swap. This has a manual transmission. It was arguably the first one done in the world. So some of the things that I offer are ECUs in the ME2.8 generation. When you're looking for swapping to a V8, V6 supercharged, V8 supercharged, I can do all of those with automatic or manual transmission. So we're gonna do a light up. Lights on the dash. I don't have like ESP or BAS malfunctions or anything. It's just full factory. But aside from that, the other things that I do would be ECU data manipulation, coding, that kind of stuff. Actually building, if you watch my channel, I'm building a 3.2 supercharged engine right now. Eventually we're going to get to putting it in a car, and then I'm going to go through the process showing you step by step how you would do that. And this is where all the magic happens. So I have like a start off setup. I have like a bench for ECUs. The bench can also be tied to other units too. So I have like an EIS right here. I can pin that in so that I can talk to it via StarDOS or whatever and practically simulate an entire car on the bench. For my purposes right now, I only need to do the ECU. Through StarDOS, a lot of people know that you can code like the fan to kick on earlier, or diagnostics, troubleshooting, wiring diagrams, that kind of stuff. You can also use it to sync modules that are unlocked or ready to be VIN encoded or synced to that specific car. I actually offer that for some things. I offer that for ECUs. If you have a StarDOS setup, we could always do an unlock service, in which case you would go through StarDOS, or I could take over via TeamViewer on your setup and set it up and sync it with the car. If you're going from ME2.8 to ME2.8, I can actually do plug and play ECUs, and I take the code and rewrite it. You just make sure that the wiring's right. I can give diagrams for that, help with that where needed. You just turn it on and go. And that's what we're doing right now for XF Motorsports. He's keeping his stock ECU, he's just going to a manual. You can't code that in StarDOS. They basically have like locks for default settings so that you can't manipulate certain data fields in StarDOS. So you can't change it to a manual transmission and have the coding actually stick and stay. So what you have to do there is actually manipulate the data fully from the actual code itself. Some of the other swaps that I do are actually ME2.0 to ME2.8 conversions. So if you're running the old ECU, we can repin it to work with all of your existing modules, depending on how old it is. You can't be swapping like a 92 with the old, like a regular key. Like you actually have to have the flip out transponder or an IR already if you want to move to the ME2.8. However, and there's an asterisk there, I can actually build Immobilizer off cars. I don't recommend it for most people. For most people, they want like a stock factory working car that their key works to do whatever functions they need, but like it has to have that key to start it. No one can just pop the hood and jump the starter and have it work and run and potentially steal your car. But there are systems where that is necessary. If you're trying to swap it, a lot of people have like 1987 500 SLs or something, and they want to swap in M113K or an M113. If you go Immobilizer off, you can actually get there that way. It really just depends on what you're trying to do, but me, the Mercedes Swap Shop, what I do is get you where you need to be when you're trying to do an engine swap, whatever that may be, or transmission swap. I'm out here. I've been doing this about 7 years, and I've got lots and lots of miles on my car. I've done lots and lots of swaps, built ECUs all over the world for all sorts of different people. And yeah, just give me a call or an email, or check me out on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, YouTube. We'll get you done.